Alright, welcome back, viewers. My apology for the lateness of this starting. I got out to run errands a little bit late and only just returned and finished putting things away. I also have to apologize for my not broadcasting on Monday. With my work, I've been up against a really hard deadline, which was on Tuesday, and I honestly lost track of what day it is. Tuesdays are like my Friday, and that's where my brain was. So my apologies for that. I'm going to try not to let that happen again. But that means that where we left off last week is we are very near to the local town. We just had a wonderful flashback into Laura's childhood, which told us that she liked the word shit even when she was 11 years old. And that's where we left off. In the Peruvian jungle, as it says. Oh, new content starting soon. I am giving a couple more minutes to go with the time I scheduled. But, we're about there. Actually, no, we have... I can't wait to see what that is. I need to get all of the DLC for this, so that I don't yet. Also, if my voice is extremely quiet or if I'm echoing funny or anything like that, please let me know in the comments in the chat so that I can make adjustments. My microphone setup is just a little bit janky right now, so it's not going to be perfect every time.
How did you sleep?
I had that dream again.
About your parents?
Yeah.
It's been a week. I sort of have to get myself a little reoriented with everything. My cloth collection is
All
unrivaled.
full up. Can't carry any more.
What we got? More of you? You will notice that I use like my potions and tonics, except for like the medical one. I use them very seldomly. But it pays to just go ahead and collect what you can anyway. For the simple fact that everything that you don't use on the regular, you can sell in this game. Which we'll see more of soon enough. Full up. Okay, that's everything.
How's your arm?
A little stiff, but okay. How's your back?
Fine.
You barely look like you've been mauled by a jaguar. And this is where you can backtrack to the first area.
Explore if you want, but
which is exactly what I'm going to do.
I'm not going back there. I'll wait here for you.
Because now I can get to all of those glorious places I couldn't, and there's a tomb. So... it's not what I wanted. Okay. That stuff down there is going to be the hardest to get to, so that's what we're going to go for. Ah, I missed it. Why? But you know what? I still caught something. Okie dokie. Here's where we get a little funky. Where the hell, dude? Hold on. Okay. And that's how you die. That's okay. We're fine. Okay. What's going on over here? That's where we went over the ledge before, so... think. Is there... no. How do I get to you? Let's see. Does it show a way down from there? No? That's fascinating. I'm actually going to rope over and see if there's another thing there. I might be able to just jump. We'll see. Is there? Doesn't look it. Well, the only thing it will cost me is a life. Let's see. Okay, it did not want me to do that. I am intrigued. There's got to be something. Can I jump from there? We'll see. No? We do want to go over here because there's a thing.
My dear Nina, once again the attempt to write is fraught with difficulty. However, those flies and bees and bugs galore that I wrote of before, all of those pinhead-sized stinging horrors, would have been a welcome attrition now that I faced down tooth and claw. I fought bravely, but the confrontation did not go in my favor. I will spare you the details out of compassion and not egotism. My wounds have been packed with yarrow and are stable, but I can feel infection in the blood. If you are reading this, then you know I have not survived this place. I instructed Jack not to go on. We lost young Rimmel a few weeks ago. This place, Nina, is not meant for the likes of men, and I will not rob you of a son as I have a husband. I'm tired now. Jack is sleeping by the fire, and I am certain that when he awakes, I will have slipped into my own slumber. I love you, Nina. Good night, Percy.
Aw. I do not have a thing with him. see, what I'm troubled by is that there's 2 bodies there, so it looks like Jack may not have left without him. Okay, we are... Oh, come on! Well, it should drop me up at the top. Yes, good. Now how the hell do I get to that? Let's see. We know we can't get to it from up there. That part we're certain of. Well, it's possible there's a way where we came up from, perhaps? Well, either way, we're not getting to it right now, so... And there's that tomb we haven't gotten. Let's see. Now, where we were before, we were going that way. There must be a way through there, maybe. I don't know, that's weird to me. What could it possibly be? Let's go get this tomb. Oh, that was pointless. Gloriously pointless. Excuse me. Oh, sweet. I can already do that. It's the best. Well, this gives me a chance to relearn all these commands. It's been a week and I've forgotten.
Depiction of Apuk, god of death and ruler of Mitnau, the 9th and most horrible level of the Maya version of hell. One thing Apuk enjoyed doing was dressing in putrefying flesh and visiting the surface to prey upon the living. According to legend, the only way to save yourself from him was to scream and yell like you were in unbearable agony. He'd assume you were already being tortured by one of his minions and leave you alone. How appropriate that his harbinger demon was a screech owl named Muon.
That's pretty cool.
The counterweight is tied to the statue in my way. The counterweight is tied to the statue in my way.
Grab it with
This
pinchy
might
hands.
represent
Pinch,
one of the
pinch.
lords of Shabalba.
We're gonna wait and get some extra ones. My apologies. 2 seconds. I love how this game makes a point to make you stop and smell the roses every once in a while when you're in here. Like, yes, you will appreciate this totally awesome architecture that we built with computers. Oh boy, some underwater scenes. Not terribly long this time. I like that the second game was like, let's bring back her her rope and have her do things with that. Because that was a key point in the old games. That's important. In this one, let's bring back the totally grisly water levels. Well, this sort of did a little bit of that in Rise of the Tomb Raider, but in this one, it's like, make them longer and deadlier.
Those charged with crimes are brought here, and they battle under the watchful gaze of the gods, the only infallible judges. Those proven innocent may leave, but the guilty are killed and thrown to Xibalba.
Because, like, evidence. Who the hell cares about that?
We need to raise that ladder somehow. I could tether the ladder to the statue on the left side of the monument.
Brilliant, me. Excellent. Good.
Now I can pull the counterweight down. Now I can pull the counterweight down. 23rd of May. Over a month has passed since our expedition departed from Cuiaba. We have consumed our provisions methodically thus far, and continue to be in high spirits. Father's age shows when we're on foot. A few times now I have caught Raleigh looking over his shoulder and back at us to make sure we're still keeping up. Father always returns a look with a smile and saying he'll soon be the one in the lead. Shit, the rope snapped. Well, that's a bit of progress.
Well, the answer is what happens when I do that. 2 seconds, y'all. Hello? I'm doing alright, but I'm right in the middle of work. Can we talk another time? Thank you. Goodbye. That was me lying to a man who's running for governor. But he's a cool guy, and he's not Matt Bevin, so I wish him the best, and I actually honestly hope he calls back.
I'll need to move a cart to the other side of the ladder. moment the gods were satisfied Metnal did not kill his wife, a pelican landed at the accused's feet. This stunned those in attendance. This was a seabird, hardly ever seen this far inland. The representatives of the gods decided to see what the bird meant to do. It circled Metnal, flapping its wings and squawking softly, and then it opened its mouth and a half-eaten fish landed at Metnal's feet. This was understood by all as a sign of Metnal's guilt, and he was quickly executed.
The bird was just feeding him. Also, birds throwing up on things is not as
to the other side of the ladder.
As unusual as you all would think. Oh. I've missed a part.
There. Hope this ladder isn't as rotten as it looks.
Oh, it's more rotten, I'm sure.
Find a way out.
I love it. And I didn't have to fast travel to do all this. Very pleased. One thing that I will say about how she finds some of these barriers, like, that was obviously put there very slapdash by somebody, that it gives you all this evidence that people have been in here. Like, you found one of Jack's journals in here. Somebody has explored this. Somebody has constructed machines that allow them to access these places that have fallen into disrepair. That's really, really cool to me. But what is also really cool is that somebody obviously came in and basically set things up to show you that their tracks were covered. The things they opened were closed back up by somebody, and probably not by Jack and Company. That's a fun attention to detail. It's an in-world explanation for the things that Laura encounters on trips like this, so all around, I'm just super pleased. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Essentially what I'm saying is that I appreciate that the people who made this game are very mindful of how they want the world to work and how they want people to play it and why those things are there. And having an explanation for why is just really, really cool to me. Being able to see traps is nice. I like that. Now, presently, I still cannot figure out how the hell that, Ah, dicks! I still can't quite figure out how the hell I get to that one area. But that's something I can attempt to figure out later. I thought that might have been it, maybe, but... Oh! Oh, I am a doofus! Why did I not see that? Wow!
August 9th. I am leaving this page here to assuage any mystery should the rest of this quest prove as fatal for me as it has been for my party. My name is Jack Fawcett. I set out from Cuyaba, Mato Grosso on the 20th of April, 1925 with my father, Percival Harrison Fawcett, and my best and longtime friend, Raleigh Rimmel, in search of Zed. I am the only one left. My father was lost to a pair of fierce jungle cats and Raleigh to blunder. I myself am worse for wear but refuse to give up. My father believed we are close to Zed and so do I. So leaving two graves behind me, I will push
okay,
west
that was Raleigh we saw with his dad.
Walking to my own end.
Oh, I wonder if we find him. Is that something I missed, maybe? Ah, story complete. I like that. Well, I'm pleased that we found that, because that means, except for that locked box, which we're going to have to come back to later, we have found everything. Excellent job, us. I'm most pleased.
Running water would be nice.
I think...
18th of July. I awoke this morning at the sight of my father wringing his handkerchief tightly between his two hands. Wide-eyed and unblinking, he stared in Raleigh's direction. Raleigh had passed. Infection had set into his wounds days ago, and shortly after, fever took hold. Between fits of cold sweats, labored groans of pain, and demented ramblings, Raleigh had somehow been able to insist on forging ahead. Father had tried to reason with him, telling him to turn back, to let us carry the torch. But Raleigh made it clear, turning our backs on him would have been leaving him there to die. We forged ahead. We were as far away from civilization as we had ever been, and we foolishly continued to trudge forward. So long, old friend.
At this point, I'd settle for no jaguars.
That story's double complete now. Yeah. Did she pass something glowy? No. It's not a mushroom tree. I like knowing he can make all of the same jumps you can. That pleases me. Mind me, just gonna break into somebody's shack. Damn, I got everything. They even tried to be helpful. Well, I guess there's no dead guy that needs explaining. That's always good.
There's a road.
Let's check it out.
What's going on?
Shit, Trinity, get down.
Damn.
Ah, pause attraction at work.
See that? What are we doing about it?
Follow my lead.
What are you doing?
Get back. Hide.
I'm creating realistic
You're
battle
the logistics
damage.
guy, aren't you?
I'm not the one who drove onto a rotting bridge.
Whoa, hold up! I got him. Hold on, they're friendlies. Keep your eyes open. Check back there.
I'll do it.
Put it right there. Make sure nothing can get through. I want this whole area sealed off.
Yes, sir.
If there's anything here, we're gonna find it.
Last time this thing was serviced. This is rusty. Don't get distracted, Mendez. What are we looking for? Anything that moves. Anything that doesn't.
We still didn't find that relic. I'd love to be the guy that does.
Why not? I'll be dead more likely. No thanks. I'll keep sitting here looking for hostiles.
Less talking, more looking, gentlemen. Get off your asses.
Yes, sir.
Quiet. What's your team doing?
I'll check.
We're not paying them to sightsee.
We'll have to go under.
Yeah.
We know there's one. What we're looking for is any smaller room we
Wait.
might have missed before.
Okay.
Really wet in there. I'm afraid if we move it, we'll lose it.
Well, I'm glad your squishy mud noises are totally not noticeable.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we did test the bridge first.
Fuck off. I'm not cooking for it.
Maybe we can pull it out.
Okay, maybe. What do you think about that?
We can take them. You go left. I'll take these guys.
What? God.
Hide.
Hey, Sammy. I told them to test the bridge first. Son of a... Hey! Hey!
Apparently I'm not using my boo today. At least not for this one. I'm glad nobody tries to use the trigger when somebody grabs the front of their gun.
Oh, no, you don't! Fuck you!
Stop! Thanks. You okay?
Yeah. Take this. I hope that's the last of it.
Yeah. I don't
Sweet,
know.
I got a shooting gun. Nearly to Kwatyak.
That means it's healing.
And a plinking
Oh,
gun.
I know. I'm just trying not to think about my back.
I like that there's continued verbal acknowledgement of the fact that she's been injured recently. And yeah, those kind of open wounds, if they don't hurt, they itch like hell. Oh.
That did it.
Nice.
Well, maybe stand back or something, you know?
Come on, let's go.
So did Trinity put up that barrier
Could be
to
anything. A pair of
make it
monuments or
harder for them
mountains
to
or
drive
streams.
there?
I suppose we'll know it when we see it.
Yeah. I see people down there. I'll let you do the talking. Hi.
Do you know if there's a place nearby we can stay for the night?
How'd you get so deep into the jungle? Did you lose your tour group or something?
No.
We crashed our
There
tour
were some
group.
guys here before, looking for artifacts. You with them?
Trinity.
Definitely not.
I need a break anyway. Come with me.
I'm sorry to ask so many questions, but the only B&B in town is my place.
Oh, you can't be too careful. By the way, I'm Jonah.
Abby, Lara. Come in, have a seat. Carlos, 3. So, what are you here for exactly?
Well, we were following a riddle when our plane went down.
You mean it crashed?
Yeah.
And you just walked out of the crash?
Well, you know, it's cruising pretty low.
We wore our seatbelts.
We are looking for Maya ruins.
Maya. You know you're in Peru, right?
Yeah. Long story.
Thanks. Well, you don't seem like a typical archaeologist.
Oh, she's the archaeologist. I'm just a cook.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you tried any of our local ceviche yet? It's a specialty.
Not unless it grows in the jungle.
Oh, don't tell me you missed our famous fish trees.
Now kiss.
Where did you take this?
Mexico. Why?
Oh, I've seen this symbol before. Wow. There's some ruins nearby, and a small rock with something like this carved on it.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Be my guest, but I guarantee they're not Mayan. My people were Inca and proud of it.
Why don't you rest for a while?
Are you sure?
I promised you a day off.
Yeah, tell her about Eli.
I'm not gonna say no to that.
Have fun.
You too.
Get it, Yoda?
¿Es nueva aquí? Acostúmbrese a no hacer nada. Aunque beber y sudar ayuda a soportar el día.
You're not a local?
No, trabajo en un barco que golpeó unas rocas a las afueras de la ciudad. La tormenta llegó de la nada. Hundió el
Sorry
maldito
about
barco.
that. Ah, you Yamatite him, Laura.
Patricia.
Huh.
Ah, hola. ¿Forma parte del equipo de excavación?
No, just passing through.
Bien, si necesita algo, el mercado está en el centro del pueblo. Podría abastecerse antes de continuar.
Thank you.
Fue un placer.
Nice. Oh, and if you need any boars, just head northeast.
Llevo 2 años tratando de reunir valor para invitarla a salir. Por fin lo hago y... ¿Quién es ese tipo?
Delicious camp. Well, there isn't a new skill available, I just got new skills.
Si quiere conocer Kuwak Yaku, puedo ayudarla.
Are you the local tour guide?
Sé a dónde ir. Y a quién no acercársele.
I see.
El mejor pescado es el del muelle, obvio. El licor de cerdo tiene los mejores tacos. Pero la cerveza está caliente.
I'll watch out for that.
Ah, y Omar, aléjese de ese tipo. No necesita sus problemas. Cree que puede venir a la ciudad y tomar lo que quiera.
Right. Well, I'll be sure to keep an eye out for trouble.
Ojos bien abiertos.
Well, I'm glad that everybody here understands English like Wookiees understand English. And I know that's because I chose to have everybody speak in their native tongue, but I'm going to enjoy playing with the internal logic of all this.
¿Ha visto a mi marido? ¿O a mi hija?
I don't think so. Where did you last see them?
Pasan las noches con las estrellas, brillando y saludándome. Pero por la mañana viajan al río.
Oh.
Normalmente los veo brillando ahí. Pero la tormenta entre las olas aguas... Sé que están ahí abajo. Sé que lo están.
Sure, let's go get some river gold. Apparently, we've got a collection goal to look into. Oh, that's not what I wanted. If I am not mistaken, yes, that's what I'm looking for. A mural came down here, or fell down here. I still really feel like that, you should have kept that rebreather, Laura. Like, in what situations is not that, like, not the most useful thing you could have?
There's no mistaking that bright golden disc. Inti, the most important god of the Inca. He was the god of the sun, protector of the people, and the provider of warmth and light. Some legends also credit him with teaching humans the ways of civilization, and the Incan emperors were either considered his lineal descendants or physical incarnations of Inti on Earth, depending on which emperor you asked.
Well, yeah, if your dad says that he's a... If your dad, who was the emperor before you, says that he is the literal reincarnation of Inti, then of course you're gonna say you're descended from him. That's how that shit works.
This cast iron conical mold was mainly used throughout the 60s and 70s to shape small gold ingots. Its unique shape causes the gold to settle at the bottom, separating it from impurities.
Cool. I knew all that before I opened it, apparently. That's how good I am.
This describes something nearby. Take a deep breath and find me right under another's nose.
Yaha. Okay. Let's go and deal with Omar real quick. And maybe anybody we run into along the way. Possible. Can I reach it from there? I don't think I can. Let's see. Okay, I can't. But I can do that. Fabuloso. Sweet. Look at all this stuff. God, there's a lot of crypts around here. Look at that. Or murals, that's what those are. Cool beans.
La jungla toma lo que quiere. Es difícil conseguir que revele sus secretos. Pero encontré uno. Creo.
You have.
El pueblo tiene muchas capas. Remueves una y encuentras otra. Y otra.
It does seem to have quite the history.
A veces me pregunto si no ha estado aquí. De una manera u otra, desde el principio, parece diferente a los otros.
Which others?
Todos. Hombres buscando petróleo, oro. Se llevan todo lo que pueden.
Nice. Crap, where am I at? Okay. Reorienting. Okay, she said crypt was over Nya. Making a mess. Anything else down here? Nope. I mean, there's a weed. That's it.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Nyaha. That's weird. Okay, it just goes back around. Oh. Sorry, guy. With a book, it looks like? Maybe? Huh.
Someone has barricaded the path.
Just set these ruins on fire. Nobody's gonna care, especially not that lady that told me about them in confidence. Nice. Look at all that. Love it.
All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Means I need to go sell some of those.
May Waiter's desire for power be sated by the time we follow him to the afterlife.
Huh. It's kind of a sweet and hopeful message
Looks
for
like the
somebody
bridge
who's
is
labeled
out.
a tyrant.
Shit!
Don't fall into spikes.
Oh god, no!
Oh, that would have been fun and terrible. Go us.
This room has fared better than the rest of the cavern, it seems.
Nice. Nothing else? Doesn't look like it. Ah! Damn! Ah!
Space for that.
How do I no! How do I have too much gold? No such thing. Well, I got a lot of extra stuff I can look for now. Let's go do that one first.
Miss Ortiz, your dedication and commitment to the village of Kwakyaku is commendable. However, Porvenir does not accept your charges of responsibility for the terrible state of the village. In fact, the Board of Executives has decided, and your local government representative agrees, if you continue this crusade of slandering our good name, we will have no choice but to take legal action. From the office of Roberto Lavia, Chief Executive Officer.
What a dick.
I've been doing some research, and I think we might be able to set ourselves up with a homemade refinery. It's going to be a lot of work, though, and I can't do it alone. We'll need to build an oil tank, 1,000-liter capacity. The hull of the ship sunk in the river could be used for the tank. Any volunteers for a salvage mission? We'll need to set up a system to collect the crude. Who wants to be in charge of the bucket brigade? Once we get these things set up, we should be able to make diesel, kerosene, and petrol. Enough to fly the planes and eventually maybe even turn a profit.
I like that.
Looks like this is Abby's family tree. Her family has lived in this village for hundreds of years, and it seems as though she's somehow related to most of the villagers.
Okay, we've got everything over in this area, at least. Let's go see about Omar.
Omar,
Uh-huh.
estuvieron trabajando toda la noche.
And? Isn't that what they're paid for? Get lost.
Shit, no.
Now fuck off and let me watch the damn game.
What is that?
Me encantaría sacar a estos ladrones de aquí.
Everything all right?
No, todo está mal como siempre. Estos saqueadores vienen a la ciudad, nos contratan para desenterrar nuestras propias reliquias, no nos pagan un salario digno.
And then they run off with them and profit.
Todos estamos desesperados. No hay trabajo desde que Porvenir se fue. Somos blancos fáciles.
And I imagine the storm hasn't helped matters.
Lo poco que teníamos se fue, o está bajo el agua. Ya no sé qué hacer.
I have some experience with these kinds of people. Maybe I can help.
No sé de qué servirá. ¿Cuál era tu nombre?
Lara.
Soy Víctor. Si quieres hablar con Omar, el director ejecutivo de robos y saqueos, está allá.
Thanks.
Ten cuidado. No le gusta que lo desafíen.
It's okay, I'll just ask to speak to a supervisor. It'll totally work out.
Piss off.
Omar?
Who are you? Looking for work?
Um...
Well, you're out of luck. We have enough people. Marco's in charge of HR now anyway.
Oh, yes, thank you. Do you know where he is?
Where else? The bar.
Can I, like, shoot out his TV? It's like, nah. It's probably not even his TV is the problem.
Sites are dangerous, Marco. Anything can happen.
I'm looking for Marco.
¿Eh? ¿Para qué?
I just want to talk to him.
No quiere problemas.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm looking for work.
¿Trabajo? Ah, sí, sí, claro.
So, you're Marco?
Dígame que Omar no la envió para molestarme. Como alguno de esos animales lastime a mi hijo, yo...
Marco, I'm not with Omar. Believe me. What's this about your son?
Como me golpeé la rodilla, Omar puso a Pablo a reemplazarme en la excavación. Dijo que como estoy a cargo de recursos humanos, es mi trabajo buscar un reemplazo o...
Otherwise, he'd keep working your son.
Sí, me preocupa que retenga a Pablo allá aunque yo lleve a alguien.
Well, it's a good thing you've just hired someone.
¿Usted, de verdad, haría eso?
We wouldn't want to disappoint the boss, would we?
Gracias. Si ve a Pablo, por favor, dígale que estoy aquí.
The concept of pillagers is very heavily emphasized in this area, and I really like the writing that went into a lot of this. Like, they spend a lot of time, like, really focusing on what happens to areas like this when outsiders come in, what that usually means for the locals.
¿No vienen muchos turistas por aquí?
Oh, I'm not a tourist. I mean, I'm a researcher.
De todos modos, ojalá hubiese visto este lugar hace 20 años. En auge, vibrante, lleno de vida y de optimismo hacia el futuro. Optimista, más como crédulo.
What happened?
Por venir fue lo que pasó. Una petrolera grande fuera de Lima. Vinieron, se ganaron a la gente, les dieron trabajo a todos. Incluso iban a construir condominios al otro lado del río. Hasta que todo se vino abajo.
The oil crash.
Ahora nos arrastramos en las obras que dejaron. Lástima que no sea turista. Ellos traen dinero. Los investigadores se lo llevan.
Traditionally woven from fabric and stuffed with reeds and grains, the burial dolls are frequently shown holding something in their hand, like a musical instrument or a ball of yarn. In this instance, the doll is holding a toddler, perhaps signifying that the deceased was a mother. But this one is made from modern materials. I suppose Paul Veneer could have made it as a promotional toy.
Which isn't creepy or weird of them or anything.
Este pueblo estuvo una vez bajo el ala y la atención del cóndor, pero dejamos que el águila lo ahuyentara.
I'm not sure I understand.
Yo tampoco. Nos perdimos en nuestra búsqueda. Pensé que seríamos más felices con monedas en los bolsillos, pero el águila también se llevó eso.
Huh. Ah. Neat.
¿Tuviste noticias de tu hija últimamente?
Nunca lo había visto por aquí.
I just got in, but I won't be staying long.
Que la apariencia no te engañe. Es un buen lugar. Difícil, pero bueno.
Your garden seems to have survived the storm.
Suerte y trabajo duro. Mucha gente ayudó en la siembra, así que también quieren protegerlo.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore. This is a dedication to Supe, god of death and ruler of Uku Pasha, the Incan underworld.
There's a lot of gods
It
of death in
entreats him
this.
to come forth with his legions of demons and to converge on this site, where the local people will do him honor with written poems extolling his greatness or offerings of food and drink. By paying him the respect he deserves in this way, the local people pray he will only take those he must, and not harm any others of their community unnecessarily. What is that? Oh my god.
¡Ayuda! ¡Por favor!
Are you okay?
¿Me perseguirán?
Are you Pablo?
Sí.
It's okay. Your father sent me. He's at Abby's. Go meet him there. I'll take care of these guys.
Gracias, muchísimas gracias.
Get out of here.
And a running jump.
That doesn't
He
sound
jumped
good.
backwards. Let's get dangerous.
Shit.
What the hell got into it? He used to bring us 10 people a week.
Ask me if that brother. Always unionization this and justice that. Wow, wow, wow. Are the fines here even worth it?
On the black market.
True, almost 100% markup. Whatever we get for it. Living shit. Now I have to do everything. Hold it.
God damn it! She's hunting us!
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Not happy I blew my own cover that quickly.
All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Hold her off! Hold it! Just hold it a second!
Where the fuck did she go?
Gotta check that.
That's okay. I want to try to get through this a little more stealthily anyway.
Shit.
What the hell got into it? He used to bring us 10 people a week.
Ask me if that brother. Unionization this and justice that. Wow, wow, wow. Are the fines here even worth it?
They are on the black market.
True, almost 100% markup. Where'd he go? Hawk, man down!
Mm-hmm.
Man out, stay sharp. If you cover me. Man down! Copy that. Weapons free. I'm gonna take a look. I hate this.
Estamos hartos de este abuso. No nos quedaremos sin hacer nada.
Esto fue la gota que derramó el vaso.
Más les vale que lo dejen ir ahora mismo. Sus armas no los protegerán más.
Back to work or he dies!
No vamos a dejar que nos amenacen.
Think he's bluffing?
Son una bola de ladrones. Ya nos llevaron al límite.
I'm gonna do
Shit.
Man is going to kill us when...
We're taking casualties! Find the fuck responsible for this!
Yeah.
Hey! We're taking casualties! Gotta find out what the hell's going on.
All right. Need to get back to the village. Gather your things, I go back to the village.
Bendiciones.
This is just much better. All around. I imagine that when you take this place, if you're spotted, there's enemies in here, but there aren't if you're not spotted. Because I have no idea why else there would be ammo in here, and places to duck behind.
This knife is a cheap plastic replica of those traditionally used to sacrifice llamas at the Inti Raymi or Sun God Festival. It was also occasionally used to perform trepanning surgery. The Inca believed that cutting a hole in the skull could relieve pressure to cure some diseases.
Now my question isn't whether or not the Inca believed, but if you could ever potentially find
All full up.
records
Can't carry any more.
of them being successful. I mean, scholars coming through there and such may not have retained any information from them on that. Ones that aren't directly tied to the culture, anyway. I have to do some research on that. I'm kind of curious, because for a while that was just like a thing in a lot of cultures. Just drill some holes in the head, relieve pressure. I think that's even used still in some places, so... Je curious.
Bien, entonces...
Pablo me dijo lo que hizo. No sé qué decir, solo gracias.
Of course.
Hace muchos años, cuando mi abuelo era niño, vinieron unos hombres que querían talar en los alrededores de la aldea. Todos tenían miedo de enfrentarlos, menos mi abuelo. Un muchacho de 15 años, con un arma vacía, defendió la aldea e hizo que hombres que lo doblaban en tamaño regresaran por donde habían llegado.
Sometimes the courage of one person can outweigh the cowardice of dozens.
Aún tengo el arma que él llevaba entonces. Quiero que la conserve como símbolo de valentía y de mi gratitud.
Don't you want to give that to Pablo?
Mi pequeño quiere ser doctor como su mamá. ¿Y usted cómo es que se llama?
Lara.
Ya tengo una nueva historia para contar, Lara. Gracias.
Let's see what else we got. We've cleared a lot of stuff around here, which means we leave a lot of opening to further explore and move the plot forward. I think I've got 2 now. Maybe? Oh, 3. Fabulous. Just in time to get better prices with merchants. I like it.
Miss Ortiz, thank you for your recent inquiry. A water quality index, WQI, was calculated for river sites surrounding the village of Kwakyaku from the samples you provided, and results have shown that the river sites should be classified as bad water quality. The results of the study have shown large-scale impacts that include siltation, chemical pollution, and heavy metal pollution. Turbidity and total solids exceeded the environmental limits. Water of high turbidity, hazy, murky water, cannot be used as potable water, and the high total solids also imply that it cannot be used as irrigation water as well, as this will damage infrastructure. It is most likely that any subsistence fishing that took place before is no longer possible at the affected river sites, thereby impacting negatively on people's livelihoods. Similarly, pH was in the high alkaline range as well as COD. These parameters were indicative of some chemical pollution in the river. The pH, that is alkaline, hard water, is corrosive and can damage plumbing equipment and clothes. High levels of fluoride in the water poses the risk of diseases such as dental and skeletal fluorosis. The presence of pathogenic bacteria such as salmonella also represents an immediate health risk for the local community.
This place can't catch a friggin' break. Let's go over here, because if I'm not mistaken, that's where that's where I've got to look under someone's nose. We'll talk to these people when we get back.
¿Es nueva? Debería hablar con Abigail. Insiste en hablar con los recién llegados.
You mean Abby? We've met. She's been very helpful.
Esa es nuestra Abigail. Siempre lista para reparar algún generador o detener alguna discusión. Es la alcaldesa de facto, dueña no oficial de una tienda, la mitad del departamento de bomberos. Y créame, es mejor no pelear con ella.
I wonder how she gets all that on her business card. Okay, well, good luck with everything. All full up. Can't carry any more.
My bow is perfect now. Oh. It's way more accurate. We're just gonna go ahead and switch to that one because that's a pretty nice weapon we got there. Oh, missed one. Zut alors. What am I doing? There we go. Now, we're not going to explore everything back here because there's a dude we want to talk to closer to where the quest marker is.
This is a little bit unusual. It shows herds of sheep, llamas, and goats. But one farmer wouldn't usually tend 3 distinct herds like this. That one llama, alone on the hill. That must be ImpureTale, the Incan god who watches over animals. ImpureTale was often depicted as a llama. This is a dedication from all the local herders to the one who protects their flocks, thanking ImpureTale for the preservation of their livelihood.
Double checking that. Yes, I'm in the right area. We are looking for a nose. We have found it. Hooray. We're gonna go up and get some breath before we go in there. Here we go. Because there's a thing. Oh. Cool. Neaterino. This is an area we're probably going to have to come back to, it looks like, because I don't think I can knock that down yet. Yep, missing gear. But if I'm not mistaken, there's a... Damn it, dude. I'm not mistaken, there's a thing up here, so... I missed my rope ascender! Unfair.
Impossible.
Damn.
I can't carry anymore.
I have to come back through here for a couple reasons, it looks like. Okay, the next thing I want to do is get this. And the next major thing, believe you me, is going to be selling a lot of this additional crap.
No entiendo cómo pueden chismorrear con tanto ánimo cuando hemos perdido tanto.
I'm sorry.
¿Eh? Usted no es Mariela.
No, I'm just, so sorry
Yes,
to
hello.
bother you.
Gonna sell lots of goodies. Just as soon as I get this. Ooh, haunted
This is
cave.
the story of local caverns rumored to be haunted. Ghostly noises coming from deep within the bowels of the earth. No one who's entered the caves has ever returned. Mysterious sounds, Something between the booming of thunder and the howling of dogs, and a mysterious light glowing within.
Sweet. Yes, I started a little late today, and I forgot completely to stream on Monday because I was working, so you haven't missed much. You, buy my things.
¿Ve algo que le guste? Es un buen trato para ambos.
Haven't found much jade yet, it looks like.
Disfrútelo.
Medicine we keep. Do not care about perception plants.
Es un buen trato para ambos.
Do not care about focus plants. Sell it.
Excelente elección. Es un buen trato para ambos.
And it looks like we're good on that front. So, what all can we get from you, sir?
Excelente elección. Es un buen trato para ambos.
So we got silent arrows, kind of still doing that. Some vestiges.
Excelente elección.
And I think that's all I want right now.
Siempre listo para los negocios.
Okay, mural is right now.
Jonah, I found Incan ruins, but I think the foundation of the temple is older.
Yeah, Abby remembered where she saw that symbol. It's inside the temple somewhere.
Great. Tell her thank you for me.
I'm right here. You can thank me by not breaking anything.
No promises.
I'll be right there, Laura.
She hasn't, but she suspects.
The Incan god of the moon. He was relatively low in status, so he didn't have a mate. This tells the story of how he reshaped his sperm into the form of a fruit, which impregnated the goddess Kaviyaka when she ate it. His pregnancy came as quite a surprise since Kaviyaka was a virgin. But when her son was born, the boy immediately solved the question of his paternity by crawling right towards Koni Rhea. Kaviyaka was so humiliated by Koni Rhea's low standing that she fled with her son to Peru, where they turned into coastal rocks.
Sure, it was the status and the fact that he impregnated her without her permission.
Los escucho clamar desde las profundidades. Las voces. Los antiguos dioses.
Maybe you just need to rest.
No. Véalo usted misma. Mire cómo el aliento de los dioses sube desde las entrañas de la tierra. Escuche sus aullidos de dolor.
I hadn't noticed that. Where is this breath?
Lo verá. Lo oirá. Quizá pueda aliviar su sufrimiento.
Yeah, we're gonna go do that real quick. Because it is my least favorite tomb in the entire game, and I would like to get it out of the way.
Trinity's really on edge. Still, if they're here, they're ahead of us. At least it means I'm on some sort of track. If Dominguez is right, and the sun is dying, I have to get to that box before he does.
What do you... Oh, I got a new thing, didn't I? Okay. Gonna get so much stuff. And get that relic first. Yeah. There is a thingy thing. Yes, I've already specified that I've decided that just in-game logic is that everyone in South and Central America can understand English, like Wookiees. Also, it makes sense for other people to be bilingual, especially when it's less, eschewed, I guess is the best way to put it. What am I doing? Where are we at? There we go. Yeah, I kind of frown over that myself. I wonder if an attempt was made. I'm uncertain, but if the voice actress is not comfortable with it, then... Yaha. Yeah, definitely. Oh, I duped right into the tomb without even meaning to. Let's go deal with some howling. Hello, bunny.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
I loathe this level. No. Yes, the maned wolves, which are the cutest things in the game. But damn it. Well, no, that's a terrible, damnable lie, and I know that's a lie. They're not the cutest things in the game. The llamas are the cutest thing in the game. Yep. I am definitely not going to bow only. this mission. I promise you that, because the problem with them, I wouldn't even hate them as much if they had similar mechanics to how the wolves worked in the previous games, but they don't. They can get behind you so easy. Come here, bug. 5 XP. Well, they talk about, oh, there's a strange glow coming from down there. Yeah, because it's on fire. It's completely on fire. Cha. And that's completely strange to me. Like, there's obviously fissures leading down because there's sound traveling upward. You'd think that smoke would escape and, like, clue people in. Now, you want oil? We got lots of oil. Stay tuned for jump scare.
The walls are porous. The oil must be seeping through.
I'm adorable, pet me. Worst puppy. Okay, gents, here we go.
Damn it! Here they come.
Dicks. Yeah, I don't believe for a second that's the last of you. Get out here. Okay. Yeah, I don't got that yet. So, just lots of rat-a-tata. We won't give you your bullets back, but here, have some arrows. It's fine, we're fine. Hello, welcome. How are you doing tonight?
When the caverns begin to howl, a warrior must descend to ease the torment. If one cannot be sacrificed, then all will die.
Feed him to the wolves. Ooh, man monoliths. It is definitely my favorite of the trilogy. I'm doing great tonight. I missed my Monday broadcast, so I'm glad to be getting back to this.
The elders of the village have lied to us. There is no beast underground. The howling we hear is only the wind rushing out through small caves leading to the surface. They've used fear to control us for too long. Once I make my way out of this infernal sweat bath, I will throw their lives at their feet.
Oh, I hope he made it. Oh no, he's right there. He didn't make it. We believed in you, dude. I just kind of assumed that if I find a journal and there's a body next to it, that was... I did enjoy the 2013 one. I liked them all. I think this one is my favorite, just as far as game mechanics go and overall design. Which, if you'd like to see my playthrough of any of those are all on my YouTube channel if Twitch is not showing them anymore. I know they stopped playing with videos after like 14 days. Oh gosh, yes. The very much improved, and just overall the level design too. Just the way they do all of these ruins and such. I am most pleased. It's one of those games where you just kind of automatically stop and look around instead of just following the objective marker, which is a sign of really good design to me.
Charlotte, god of death. I'll have to get over there.
And I mentioned earlier in the stream, like, just part of that is how the game will stop and it will pan over, so it makes sure you get a look at all of the hard work they went into designing all of this, because some games just don't do that.
There's my way across. I could use the pendulum to cross the gap.
I think it's H-Bomber Guy who pointed out that, like, if you don't have a game that really fosters that, then you'll have these instances where you will, because you're just following your quest marker, you're just not seeing everything.
Can use this rotating lever to open the shutter and extinguish the fire.
You can play a thing like Fallout 3 and not even notice that there is a giant robot in the room because you're following the quest marker.
I could use that second pendulum to remove the blockage. I could use that second pendulum to remove the blockage. I'll need to pull the pendulum to... I could use that second pendulum to remove the blockage.
No! There we go. See, now that I'm past the part with the dogs, I'm almost okay. Just so long as I don't fall down, I will not encounter them again in this level. I will definitely follow back if you follow me. I always try to do that. If that's what you mean, I apologize if I misread.
I can tether both pendulums together.
Thank you very much. And thanks for popping in with us today. Yeah. Here we go.
Now to get that other pendulum moving. Something's holding it in place.
Oh. I guess I gotta do the thing. Go. There we go. You pulled that loose. Probably shut the thing again. Was not on my mind. thank you very much. I will definitely do that as soon as this broadcast is over for the day. Thank you for joining us.
I can use this last lever to open the shutters and extinguish the fire.
Now my question is, what is causing this violent wind in the first place? In the first game, we had a reason. Queen Himiko is pissed off. That was our reason. In this one, no Himiko. No, always, always question. Haha! I am slightly more difficult to burn now.
Time to get out of here.
What, nothing to rappel through? Disappoint. But unfortunately, it doesn't make me more immune to dogs, which I feel is the more pressing issue. These things are everywhere. They really want to make sure that you get all of them. Okay, the first time I played this, I got so lost and just never noticed this, so I kept trying to go backwards, and it just wasn't happening. Yaha! Yahoo! But you know what? It's fine. It's fine because we found our way, and all is well. It's definitely one of those that I found that it's definitely a pain in the ass the first time, but once you know what you're doing, it's minimally torturous. Minimally torturous, that's the name of my prog rock band. Well, it is today, anyway. I've also definitely fallen back down that slope before because I didn't watch where I was stepping. I don't remember if I commented on it in a previous play of this, but it's kind of weird that the climbing walls don't light up for you anymore. I mean, by now, we know what they look like. But still. How many Tomb Raider dollars did they save by not including the light-up bits for this? At least 5. 5 entire Tomb Raider dollars. It's not that I hate you, Piggy. But I do need more skins. And oil, apparently. Because yes, piggy oil, the most plentiful resource. Oh, that's not even a highlighted thing, it's just the sunlight coming through. Doy. You look for things to light up, and they're just like, oh, we do that naturally. Ah. I'm gonna be back to that. No, it's behind a thing. I'll come back for you. Oh, there's a monolith. Get to those in just a minute. Also, I said that capybaras didn't clothesline you like the deer did. One totally got me earlier. Just gut-checked me. I was kind of proud of it. It's the most aggressive thing one's ever done.
Must be depicting Pachamama, the Incan goddess of motherhood, earth, and time. She presided over fertility, the harvest, and planting. Her body was the mountains, and she was also the cause of earthquakes. People used to make miniature pieces of clothing with highly intricate designs solely for the purpose of burning them in dedication to her. That would account for the scorch marks on the floor. And those brown stains must be llama blood.
Agreed.
Another popular sacrifice.
Dominguez won't know what hit him. Well, he will, because he's much more familiar with these things than I am, but...
I don't understand. It's almost like a creel.
Methinks that's actually in the temple and I'm not going to be able to get to it. Like that document. Well, we'll see how many of these things are left when we come back round. Yeah. Am I even going the right way? Yes, okay, cool. That was weird. Ah, jar. How many skill points do we have? 2. Fabulous. Definitely need to upgrade that. I like it when my survival instincts last forever.
Jonah, I found Incan ruins, but I think the foundation of the temple is old.
Oh, are we doing that again?
Duh.
Yeah, Abby remembered where she saw that symbol. It's inside the temple somewhere.
Great. Tell her thank you for me.
I'm right here. You can thank me by not breaking anything.
I'll be right there, Lara.
I'm sorry for that sudden pause. I think they meant for that bit of mud to be a loading screen. Yep. That's a gorgeous shot. I love that. There are so many shots like this in here. Like, I'm gonna have to do another playthrough where I just upload to YouTube without streaming, just so that I can make a music video with some of this footage.
It's a lot bigger on the outside. What'd you do?
Jonah, look. Ishal and Shakshal. The twins come together.
I'm glad that that's a universal experience, by the way.
What is it? Lara,
What?
We said not to break anything.
I'm not breaking it. I'm restoring the original.
You tell her that so she doesn't kill me.
Someone was trying to hide it. The twins come together before following the path of the living.
It's been tampered with. Like that thing in Mexico.
This must lead to the next clue.
Go. I'll stay here. See what else I can find.
Sounds good.
He will take the sensible route. He'll actually probably take whatever route it is that that one merchant lady uses when she hops around the map.
Twins. Life and death. Jonah, I found the temple.
Great.
Damn. Trinity already there, trying to blast
yes,
their way
exactly.
in. I'm gonna take a closer look.
Oh boy, time for some more stealth killing. Bam. Which I want to point out, like the sections where you deal with Trinity in this are actually some of my favorites in the game, and I'm a little sad that they don't repopulate in areas where you encounter them.
Forward outpost. Status report.
That's a hell of a
Operation
fight.
Lone Wolf underway. Trucks en route. What's the rush all of a sudden? Dr. Dominguez is here in Peru. Is that
Where
good enough
is-
for you? Aye, Commander. Sorry, sir.
There we go. Having to relearn all my buttons suddenly. What, no more eel action?
Those drones were unexpectedly heavy and sharp. Boat looks okay, though.
Glad you're here. We have a problem.
Somebody in the water.
I'm on it.
Oh, we have yet to experience the bullshit piranhas.
Commander will get things back on track.
Come back over here, buddy. It's okay. Or not. That's also fine. I hate the piranhas. I hate them with a passion. Well, he saw that coming 1 millisecond too late.
Still out there.
Getting the strength good.
No, no, no. Go back down. Acha-cha. This is the best I have ever done at this section, by the way. Very nice. Find out what the hell's going on. Had to brag. Yeah, come on over here. Actually, I think they do see the bodies in the water, and that's why they do the thing. Surprise! Is that everybody? Apparently it is. Go me. Oh, nope. I think I missed one. Oh no, they're just over there.
All full up. Can't carry any more. When the Lord gave his covenant to Noah, saying never again will he destroy this world, it can be interpreted as he has decided humanity has learned their lesson. But have we? There is also a different interpretation to be made, and that is that he has given the agency of destruction to mankind itself. We are responsible for every living soul, and they are now tarnished and besought. It has been 4,000 years since the world saw purity, and we aim to end that. We will be the architects of the new world. We will pave the street to heaven for all. We will usher an end to this sinful, reprehensible world.
See, that's actually really interesting, and I like that idea and that motivation, that the reason why there is a tool for the apocalypse is because God is not going to be the one to come in and fix everything anymore.
Lara, you okay?
Yeah, there's a Trinity base here.
Hey, Jonah, what happened here? I said don't break anything.
Hey, Abby, I can explain.
I only broke a little.
I'll get back to you later, Lara. Don't do anything crazy.
What, crazy for me, or... Have you met me? She says.
The younger Croft is more active and less cerebral than her father was. Although intelligent, she is less focused on the meaning and history of the artifacts she seeks, and more prone to risk-taking. With no children or family of her own, she is free to pursue her targets, almost to the point of obsession. Although this can make her appear impulsive or unpredictable at times, we believe her drive and the balance of her personality will make her easier to influence, with the promise of greater challenge, and more likely to deliver results. Any information she might have that Richard Croft withheld from Trinity would simply be a bonus. We recommend her as a strong target for recruiting.
Oh, it's better than than where you were with them in the previous game, hon. Constantine wanted to grind your bones to make his bread. After action report. Attention, Dr. Dominguez. Search site. Mazaruni River, Guyana. 5.816587. You do not have to read all of those out.
59.468158. Discovered evidence of Maya migration. Upon subsequent investigation, site deemed a dead end. Actions taken. Site flooded by redirecting river. Locals recruited for labor eliminated. All trace of presence scrubbed. Other. Kick up at nearby village. Lethal response necessary. Area isolated. Site flooded. Appears natural. South American rivers rising due to climate change story seeded in media.
Smartass. But you know why? That's above my pay grade. When the recon team gets here, maybe they'll be able to tell us something.
I'm looking forward to when I get to start turning dead bodies into traps.
Borgonier, this is Commander Rourke. Have you achieved lockdown?
We're almost there. All access points are covered, and most of the barricades... Taking casualties!
I think there's a thing up here that I might want to look at. I don't remember. These areas aren't really for stuff so much as dudes, so...
Okay, the perimeter's locked down. All we have to do is wait for the recon team.
Doesn't it seem a little weird to you? There was a problem underground, but we're fortifying ourselves from a threat from overland.
Seems pretty standard. If something did go wrong, we should assume it could be anything. We've got the temple covered, too.
I don't know, man. Still feels like we went from an amber alert in a known area to a red alert all over the place.
We've been overreacting to things since that storm.
What do you think happened down there?
We're securing the site. Obviously somebody thinks they got attacked.
By what? There's nothing down there.
You sure? I must be going crazy. We were searching for something. Maybe they found it, and it wasn't what we thought.
I got it.
I don't like this.
Calling it in. Area's clear.
Yes.
Ah, damn.
God damn it. Those were good men. They are good men.
Wall collapse. They went down too deep. All kinds of reasons for losing contact.
Checking now.
Yes, you should do that.
Gotta be something to find. There's no one here.
We're taking casualties. Gotta find out what's going on. Man down!
I'm just finding all my dead bodies now.
Jonah, Commander Rourke is here in Peru. He ordered Trinity to lock down a dig site below an old oil well.
You going to check it out?
Yeah, I'll see what they found. Rourke was there in Cozumel when Dominguez took the dagger. They must have figured out the next step to the hidden city.
Oh, crap. What did I do? Okay. Ah, jump. Acha. So I assume this is just the way they all came down? Because I don't see a lift. Oh, there it is. Sort of.
There's been a bloodbath here. What happened?
I was bathing. In the blood. You said it. Little extra.
Attention, Dr. Dominguez. Possible entry point located for temple outside of Coaquiacu. Excavation equipment en route.
Seems like a weird place to put that if it's supposed to be getting here. Man. Alrighty then. Also said we're near a mural.
From death to life, new moon to full, this temple serves as guardian to the silver box.
Well, look how happy it is.
Jonah, I made it inside the temple.
I think we found something here too. Some numbers. I'm gonna clear it off.
How convenient.
The numbers on the pillars look like the first half of dates. Ishel on the left, Shakshel on the right.
We're not going to jump down there because there is death down there. Do anything with that one yet. That's fine.
Steady now.
Yaha. Well. This thing tells me there's a lot of zeros, so... Hold on, okay. Dot 1, 3 dots, okay.
Another door. There must be more to this. Jonah, any progress?
There's an incomplete date and a depiction of Shakshel.
I have 2 dates here, and Ishel. I think I've seen the date on the left somewhere. The photo from Cozumel. Maybe there's a clue. In the Maya long count calendar, all dates have 5 numbers. This numeral was damaged to look like a 13. But what if it's really an 8? That's a 2,000-year difference, and the constellations would be in a completely different position. So the star path would lead west to somewhere in Peru.
Where's the rumble? There we go.
The last number on the left pillar is 0. The last number of the left pillar should be a 0. Okay, Jonah. What's the final number for Shack Shell?
A lighted cross with 2 dots on top of it. 7, I think.
Thanks.
And the reason why I keep running through this is I know if I screw it up, there are snakes under me.
That's it. Jonah.
Hey, Lara. It's Abby.
Oh, hey, Abby. I found a mural. It seems to depict some kind of journey. Entering through a jaguar mouth follows a serpent toward a silver eye.
Uh-huh.
On the way, there's a spider and an eagle that rises toward a temple.
Okay, I don't know about most of that, but the jaguar mouth is back this way.
Really?
Yeah. Cat sculpture, big teeth. Oh, here. He's back.
Lara, you okay?
Yeah, I'm heading back.
Good. I think you're gonna like this.
This describes something nearby. 2 guardians have fangs. 2 guardians have feet. 1 guardian has both to better protect me.
Feet. No feet.
Balam is the Maya word for jaguar. The Maya idolize jaguars for their majestic beauty and dangerous grace. Villagers would have 4 akantuns, idols which they placed at each corner of the village. At night, 5 Balams, spirit jaguar guardians, would come to the village. 1 Balam would station itself at each corner, next to an akantun, while the 5th and smallest Balam would coordinate their protection efforts against evil demons and spirits.
Neat. So that's why it's a jaguar. Here, I'm just gonna pronounce it the way that she does, even though it bothers me. Jaguar.
Suicide was not considered forbidden by the Maya. In fact, it was considered an honorable alternative to living. Because of this, by committing suicide, you could bypass the underworld and go straight to paradise, where other noble deaths included the sacrificed, those who died in battle or childbirth, and those who died playing ball. The suicide's escort on the journey to paradise would be this goddess, Ishtar, also called Rope Woman. She was the goddess of suicides, especially those who hanged themselves and manifested as a rotting corpse hanging from a noose.
Huh. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Yes, finally. And weaponized dead bodies. I'm getting close to it anyway.
This shows a basic sketch for a temple, rising from the middle of a city. If I squint, it sort of looks like a snake.
Way too close to the rocks, honey. Oh. We're playing that game now. climb back up really quick. Time to hide in the long grass. This is my least favorite tunnel. I'm sure there are plenty of things that I can find down here, but I'm gonna have to brave them another day. I like the breathing bits, that you have like little pockets of air that you can find. That was a nice addition if they were going to make these swimming sections this much longer. It's also very important because it's so easy to get turned around.
This was written by an explorer in the mid-20th century who was looking for a lost city. He discovered a small trading post near the base camp, run by a woman named Kwama. He asked her if she knew any old stories which might help them find the lost city. By the time he wrote this, the explorer was near death and convinced she'd misled their expedition deliberately.
Well...
Base camp, this is Omicron team. We've been ambushed. Base camp, come in. Anything? Quiet. I need to hear. Still can't. Holy Christ. They're here.
What are they so afraid of?
Shit, I lost my radio in the crash.
What was that?
Where's our backup? Reinforcements are on.
I remain pleased that they tipped their hand on potential supernatural problems early on. This is not the earliest. That was when we were in our first tomb. But...
Easy, calm down. Can you tell us what? All I saw. Claws. Teeth. They hit us. Just screaming. Bones. It's over. You're safe. They're everywhere. You okay now? We just need to wait it out until the reinforcements. almost over.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Christ, how much longer? They're not natural.
Why don't you go check it out, dude?
We're here. Give us 60 seconds and we're in.
What are those creatures? There has to be a way out of here. Maybe in the direction they came from.
What did I miss? Aha!
God, bodies everywhere. The creatures killed them. But why? Jonah, Abby.
Hey, Laura?
I saw something. Trinity is being hunted by some kind of creature.
What?
It made hissing sounds and moved so fast.
Lara, that sounds like the legend of the Pistaco. You pulling our legs?
No, I know what I saw.
Are you safe?
Yeah, I'm on my way back. Search team report and findings. Central and South American Division. Attention, Dr. Dominguez. Mexico. Cozumel Temple of Shakshal discovered. Site closed and scrubbed. Brazil. Itishi Matari region. Dead end. Site closed and scrubbed. Team moved to Trinchera Bacaja site. Mandaruku region. Search inconclusive. Trouble with government. Suggest closing site. Awaiting orders. Trinchera Bacaja region. Progress made with local tribes. Investigation ongoing. Peru. Coaquiacu. Temple discovered. Research ongoing.
Well, thank you, legendary Pistaco, for not raiding the bodies for valuable stuff. I feel like you and I, we could get along. Oh hey, I sort of know where I am now. Fabulous. Ha. Let's see if it freezes again. Yes. It's weird. It's like they have this entire open map, but like this part needed to be stitched together or something. Yeah, I saw that.
Jonah?
We're downstairs. Hey,
Have you been down there?
we were waiting for you. What do you think we'll find?
You guys knocked down this wall without me, didn't you? Disappoint.
I may know another way around. Okay, I'll go ahead and meet you on the other side.
See if I can swan dive in this one. Nope. I would have headbutted those rocks right there. Oh boy, it's my favorite type of water area. And this one I have definitely gotten turned around in, so I'm just gonna have to follow that asshole. And then kill him if he gives me any trouble. And I mean, it makes sense that she would run into those things. I wonder how those play out, like, if you don't use your knife. Like, does it actually just nibble you to death, or do you drown before it can do that?
Jonah, I've come out in some sort of cabin. There are signs that people have been here. Jonah? Jonah, if you can hear me, I think I'm still on the path at the spider trial. I'm gonna get to the top.
Spider trial, spider trial.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Surrounded by bugs. Just making sure I get everything. Oh, hey. A thing. Well, they're not using it. Alright, okay. I need to go up there. Yeah. Where are we at? There. There we at. Oh, this
Incredible.
thing.
Jonah, I'm at the next trial. The Eagle. It has something to do with the wind.
I'm still tracking west. Heading downward now. There's an underground river.
What's at the end of these trials? The hidden city, but what else? I hope Jonah's all right.
Ah, lure traps. Yes, good. Definitely gonna have to get that next time around. Now, if I remember correctly, just so I don't miss it this time and have to come back later, there should be treasure over here. Or mural. Mural is also good.
The world around them began to crumble. The people decided to move. The artifact entrusted to them urged them to travel south, lest it be seized by their enemies.
There's something close by because my controller's rumbling. There we go. Nice.
All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Huh? Yeah. Okay. Cool. What are we doing?
Still standing after centuries of earthquakes and storms.
Okay, I have not gotten a map for this area. Just making sure.
Might be a ladder if it was the right way up.
Hacha. Okay, that's before I start fiddling with
I'll need
this,
to
I
connect the winch to the central pillar.
Need to be extremely mindful of everything that is around me, because if I miss an item in any of these parts, I cannot come back for it later.
This looks promising. Got to make my way up.
Crap. See, things like that will also happen.
Got to time this.
Do not climb up. Up, go up. There we go.
Got it. Can't climb this one yet. Okay, turn the next ladder, just like the first. More sails.
Okie dokie.
Need to find a way outside.
Nope.
That was close. I'll need to rope pull that barrier down. Might be a handle around here somewhere.
Checking everything.
I can pull that anchor to open the gate. Do not hide good food from guests, because it will turn into worms.
I like that.
This might work.
Yeah.
Yes, that'll hold. Now to connect it to the central shaft. There. Good. The ladder should turn now.
Whoa.
Got to find another way up.
Ouch.
Just got to keep climbing. All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Just keep climbing.
One more climb.
Man, it is not my day for avoiding those. Faster.
Jonah, I'm past the Eagle Trial. I must be closing in on the Hidden City. Haititi flourishes under the watchful gaze of Yaskar Yahweh and his council. The city grows, temples are built, the people are peaceful, prosperous, and content.
Okay, did not miss any other glowy bits. Mushrooms! Play with down here? Doesn't look like it. Cool beans. Okay. I guess if that's for if you want to go back. Okay. Okay, the map is not telling me that I left anything, so... Oh, screw this entire section.
Jonah? The view up here is amazing. The Hidden City must be near.
Laura, I made it through. I'm entering a cavern.
Jonah? Damn. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Because he is thoughtful and mindful.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
He really should. Oh, I am about out of arrows. Now I can collect you. Oh, what do we got? Skill point, increase speed when... I can actually use that, so... Time for some bullshit. Let's see if I can get through this on one go. I never have before. Well, so far so good.
Got to be more careful. Oh, shit! Can't stay here.
mean these
Give me
ancient
way.
things are kind of rickety?
That was close.
I did it. I am so happy. What kind of SJW bullshit is that? Wood rotting. Are you piranha? No, you just look like piranha. They're vegetarian piranha.
All right.
Yaha! Give me that jade. Much agreed. Very much agreed. We did it, yo.
I may have found it. The hidden city. I'm gonna look for the serpent with a silver eye. All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Hello, be my friend. Come back, I love you. Also, I don't like that this entire area is set up for stealth, but I don't think you ever actually do any fighting here. It's just here to mess with you. That's where I want to go if I want the quest to continue as normal. Let's explore more of the city before we do that.
I don't have
Lana,
enough space for that.
come back, I love you. I seen some maned wolf over there. I seen it. I did. There was a little red thing, and then it ran into its cave because it knew I was coming for it. Which of course means that I'm gonna walk in this direction.
I don't have enough space for that.
It knows I have a machine gun, you see. What now? What? I think I was actually supposed to come over here as part of a quest, so now I can be like, oh no, I already took that guy out. It's fine. We're cool. Reveal secrets. Ooh, good secrets. This one? I think that's just a dead capybara because why not? No, I seen you light up. Where are you at? Yeah, right by it. Is there a way up from here? Doesn't look like it.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Okay, that's the way I came.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Did I see climbing? Hello, llama. I love you. That's what I was looking for. Keep calm and carry in is my favorite of those little punny names. Like, that is brilliant to me.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
I do not recall. I actually don't recall saving a kid from a sacrifice, if I'm being perfectly honest.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Reveal your secrets to me. I will, as soon as I am done.
Full up. Can't carry any more.
If I can.
Okay, water looks deep enough.
But first, I will read. Haha!
May Chuki have woven us each a tunic of the finest wool by the time we reach the afterlife.
Else we go to heaven naked. Okay. This is not one to swan dive through. Oh, a lot of dead people.
This might be a crypt where the nobles were interred.
Do what? Platform?
Is this some sort of eulogy for the people laid to rest here?
Ah, well, we'll get back up there eventually. Is there anything down? No. Oh! Statues! That's not alarming. Probably. But I haven't seen any hiding grass yet. Box.
These are the king and queen of Mictlan, the principal underworld of Aztec mythology. The Cantacutli was the most prominent of the gods associated with death. He was often depicted as a skeleton with eyeballs in his skull sockets, and his responsibilities included looking after the souls of the departed. His wife, Mictlansiwat, presided over festivals of the dead, which are precursors to the modern Dia de los Muertos traditions.
Neat. Break it down before you die. Oh, that's not creepy or anything. Like, props for the artistry, you guys, but... What a thing to encounter while swimming, though.
Someone else has been here recently.
Oh, I need a better knife. A stronger knife. A knife with a future.
I don't have enough space for that.
Well, I guess they both go up to the same spot.
Here's what I've been looking for.
Manco. Now, in fairness, she's just very attached to this knife. She made it herself.
Full up. Can't carry anymore.
Now, where did you see a platform? Where the swingy trap was, okay? Oh, okay, yes. Nyaha. This is an area I haven't been in yet. I will get that swingy trap. Okay, I did get everything from here. I think. Yeah. Alright, so...
I don't have enough space for that.
Back over here. Oh, the swan dive platform.
Impossible.
I decided to get that
I can't
after I
carry
explored
anymore.
this crypt. Yes. Oh, cave. Anything else here? No? Good enough. Okie dokie. Now we can go towards the
I don't
quest
have enough
marker.
space for that.
Llama!
Hello?
Oh, hey. Ah, here we go.
Had to put the last remaining mule down yesterday. Broke its leg. Shame. Terrible shame. But I think I found it. Came across an abandoned village that simply must be Z. If only Father were still alive. I'm resting here for the night. Tomorrow I'll begin a thorough investigation of the site. The world will know a Forset discovered the lost city.
Oh God, Jack.
Who's there? Hello? I can help you.
Get back! You don't belong here!
Listen, I know it hurts,
Now steal his outfit.
Trinity.
You fool, you could have used it.
Thank you.
Boy, it would have sucked if he found out that, like, they were coming to protect him. I love his hairstyle.
Who are you? What's your purpose here?
I'm a researcher. Lara Croft.
They'll be back. We must find safety. Bring her.
Yes.
You're not only my son, you're my heir. You must not court unnecessary danger. Had you not been there, would this woman have found us?
Well, I mean, probably, and there'd be a lot more collateral damage.
I'm glad you're safe. If you're not with the cult, how did you find this place?
I followed a map from a temple. I was expecting ruins, not you or any of this. The cult. Why did they attack your son? I recognize their insignia. I know them as Trinity. I'm trying to stop them.
Stop them from doing what?
Just in
They're
general.
looking for an artifact. Some sort of box connected to a moon goddess.
Why do you want it? To steal it? Sell it?
No. I just can't let Trinity, the cult, get to it first. They're too dangerous.
Growth. That is growth.
Why? What have they done to you?
They killed my father. Can I show you something?
Growth.
Do you know what this is?
Because in the last game, she was like, no, my dad was looking for this, and it's super important, and it doesn't matter if it's important to you.
This is Paititi. You're already here.
Paititi. Hidden city. But what's this eye?
That is a place of death and sacrifice. And you think your artifact is there?
Yes.
None who has gone has ever returned.
I'd be willing to try.
You would risk it simply to stop the cult?
Yes.
Let me tell you about what they got up to in all these other places.
Bring him in.
Jonah.
Are you okay?
Do you know this man?
He's my best friend.
I'm not sure what noise you mean.
She's fine.
Who else is looking for you?
There's no one else.
I believe we're seeking the same thing. We will bring you to the serpent with the silver eye, but we'll keep your friend here. You won't get very far if you're lying, and he will not be comfortable.
You don't need to do that.
It's fine. We'll stay.
It's probably
Keep
my
his phone
AC. I apologize. It's very noisy.
Keep him company.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
I've done what I could to muffle the mic properly, but it's probably not drowning it out completely.
Pretty nice place.
Quiet.
I will definitely remember that the next time I play, though.
This is incredible.
I love this visual and how they conceptualized this. But I will say this is where we're going to be stopping for the evening. I'm going to get her over to the nearest campfire. And save.
I don't know your name.
I apologize. As the rebel leader, I have to be careful. I am the rightful queen, Unidatu.
From there. Yes. I think the campfire's in here? Yes, good.
I would go. I can't abandon my post here. Time is running short. It would mean a lot to me.
I think it's time for my headshot reticle, yes. And this is a good stopping point. So, thank you all for joining me, and again, I'm sorry I missed you on Monday. We will come back on Monday next week and continue our journey. You all have a great night. Once again, this is ImpureTale. Regular broadcasts are Monday and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. My other broadcasts will involve finishing up Dragon Age Inquisition. We are nearly at the end of that, and we'll see what we come up with beyond that. You guys have a great night.